Okay, on the last episode of Melton Forge Works YouTube channel, we were talking about the bicycle project. Nothing has happened on that in a week, although I did decide that I'm not going to use the fabricated rolled steel wheel that I made. I'm going to go get an actual old bicycle wheel and put it on the back. That's the wheel for the front. I'm going to cut some spokes out and put railroad spikes and stuff in the back wheel and then do my little locomotive thing there. So anyway, I've got to go and pick up that other wheel today. But since that time, this is the current project or current state of the shop. This is a Smithy 1324 Granite 3-in-1 mill drill lathe machine. I found this locally on Facebook Marketplace, and initially thought that I might trade this to a friend for a smaller machine, but I think that I'm going to keep this one. This is a multi-purpose machine tool, so it obviously has a lathe built into the bottom, but it's got milling operations as well, and it of course can function as a drill. So right now my main drill press is this jet drill over here, which is a great drill press. I use it quite a lot. I don't have any plans to get rid of it, but I have needed on occasion to do some light milling work, and I think this machine is going to fit the bill. These machines were made starting in the late 90s all the way up till today, and so yeah, from what I understand, these are decent machines. The precision on these is not quite as good as what you'd get with like a dedicated mill or a dedicated lathe, obviously. But for the things that I'm going to do, which would be basic slotting operations, some, milling things flat and then turning small things for parts, repairs, and maybe jigs and tools, I think it's going to work just fine. The main problem I'm having right now is this thing weighs 800 pounds or very close to it. And I don't have a table for it yet. The guy that I bought it from decided he was going to keep the table. So you can see right now my shop is an absolute disaster. I've got to get some stuff moved around and cleaned up to find a place for this guy. My initial thought was I was going to move this drill press and tool chest and my little stereo and that heat treat oven right there. I was going to move them off of this bench and put this machine right there. But this workbench is just not heavy duty enough for this massive machine. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to figure out what to do. Either build a table or buy a table is kind of on my mind. But let me tell you what I got with the machine. So I got all kinds of cutters. I got several different spindle attachments. I got a box full of R8 collets, cutters, mill bits, just all kinds of stuff there. It came with a 4-jaw chuck, some lathe steady rests, a few precision micrometers and things like that. And then it also came with, if I can show you, everything's just in the floor right now, but came with a pretty nice little vise there, a flat vise. And then it came with a pretty large angle vise, as well as this box completely full of drilling bits and milling bits, as well as I think there's some cutters in there for the lathe, parts. So anyway, the lathe itself is a nice addition, but all the tooling that I got with it was equally as nice. And so anyway, yeah, I'm working on trying to get this guy cleaned up. It needed a little bit of maintenance just right off the bat. This handle here, I had to take this thing apart. There was a lot of slop in this handle, and I was able to get that completely taken out. I need to take these wipers off and clean underneath this table. The ways on this machine are in really good shape. I haven't seen any bad pitting or gouges in the ways. It just needs a cleanup, and I need to come in here to the gearbox and make sure that this belt is under the right tension This is the thread cutting setup down here. This is the power feed, I think. I don't know, but there's also some things like this goes right there, but I was missing it. It was missing a couple of screws, so I got to find some really tiny machine screws for that. There's the tool holder for the lathe. So yeah, that's the update for this week. Derek enters the world of manual machining. So I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.